So there I was, yesterday morning, waking up from a nice sleep. It was not actually that nice, but that's besides the point. And upon waking up, I remembered that there is currently a Counter-Strike event going on that I wanted to watch. So obviously, I pulled out Twitch. But because I was still in bed and I didn't want to get up yet, I decided to pull out Twitch on my phone. Which is the moment that I was greeted, if I click on Twitch, with this. What the fuck is this? Apparently, someone over at Twitch management decided that it would be a great idea to turn their mobile app into TikTok. Now, keep in mind, there is still nothing wrong with the web browser version. That's still the exact same. But for some reason, they turned the mobile app into TikTok. Why? I don't know. They just decided to do it for reasons unknown to the human race. Now, Twitch obviously has a reputation at this point for making awful decisions, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, the reason they can get away with this stuff is because they don't have competition. They used to have some form of competition in the form of Kick, but that completely fell off, which is really unfortunate because I actually really wanted Kick to succeed, because in my mind I was thinking that if Kick succeeds and becomes a giant platform, there will be massive competition for Twitch, then maybe Twitch would start actually implementing good changes into their own platform for the sake of competing with Kick and staying on top. Unfortunately, that didn't really happen because Kick didn't really develop as much as I would like it to. It kind of just stood still in one place, and that's also the reason why I stopped streaming on it after like a month. Because as much as I'm super happy for there to be an alternative to Twitch, Kick does suffer from a lot of the same issues that Twitch suffers from. Not in the sake of management or like new changes or anything. In that regard, Kick actually is better somehow. But one of the biggest issues over on Kick is discoverability, which is not any better on Twitch. I feel like the best way to get like discovered on Twitch is to just make like videos out of your streams, upload them to YouTube, hope that they do well on there because YouTube has a better algorithm, and hopefully you can get enough people from YouTube to come over to Twitch. That's the way that most top streamers grow, either from YouTube or from TikTok or some other platform. But without these other platforms, if you just stay on Twitch, I feel like you have no chance of growing. Now, of course, this is not the first time that Twitch did an oopsie. They've done them before, but still, every single time that this happens, it feels like it's completely unnecessary. Remember when Twitch made that change about their art section, where basically art streamers were allowed to draw like on stream, and then they reverted it like a week later? At this point, it honestly almost feels like what Twitch is doing is they make a change, they announce it like out of the blue, see what the reception is, and then make a decision based off of that. Which is, I guess, one way of doing it, sure, but there's gotta be some other way. Surely there is some way that you can like gain community feedback before releasing a change, which is something that I wish multiple platforms did. Because, for example, I mean, I was gonna use YouTube as an example of like removing the dislike button, but we all know that YouTube doesn't give a shit about the community. That's a horrible example. But then again, Twitch is probably the exact same. I don't think Twitch actually cares about their like community anymore. They just care about the money now. Because honestly, what company does still care about its community in our day and age? And that's a very dark thing to say, but unfortunately it's true. There is just almost no companies left that actually still care about the community, at least no big companies. The smaller companies obviously do, because they can't make money without caring about their community. Everything is about money nowadays. That's the time period that we live in, and we're just gonna have to deal with that. If you want my genuine reaction to the new Twitch mobile app change, just look at my face. Like, yes, I'm disappointed, but also I kind of can't really give a shit anymore. Like, as much as I fucking hate Twitch, not really as a community, but more like the company itself, this is just gonna keep happening. And I say this every single time because, like, it's the truth. These companies don't learn. The only way they know how to achieve something is through trial and error. So they'll keep trying these dumbass things, see if they work. If the feedback is too harsh and they lose too much money from it, they will remove it. If they don't lose money from it, they will not remove it. And this change probably will actually make them money. Now, to explain why I actually don't like this change, because I just realized I didn't actually explain that, even though I do actually have a proper reason for it. Obviously, I'm not a fan of TikTok. Never have been a fan of TikTok. Like, back when the platform just came up in, like, 2017, 18, whatever, it was fine because it was basically, like, the new Musical.ly. It was just kids dancing, which, like, there's nothing wrong with that. But now that it's evolved into this fucking massive piece of brain rot that everyone and their mother is using, and you can't go anywhere without hearing or seeing it, yeah, that's a problem for me. I want a life without TikTok, but apparently society says no. I don't need TikTok in my life. I don't want TikTok in my life. but it's just being forced down my throat even by fucking Twitch now. But that's not the reason why this bothers me. The reason this change bothers me is because the biggest thing about TikTok as a platform and the way that its algorithm and discoverability works, it's made for scrolling, right? I think we can all agree with that. And that's definitely a unique approach because before that, it wasn't really done, at least to this extent. Obviously, we had platforms like Twitter and Instagram where you can still like scroll, but it was still done way differently than TikTok did it. The problem I have with this is even though this might arguably be better for the sake of discoverability, this is very, very bad for building communities, which is what Twitch is mostly about. If you want a large audience in Twitch, you need to build your own community. And this is not how you do it. This will get people to scroll onto your stream, watch about 5 seconds, and then leave again. Every stream, even the big streamers, are gonna have a bunch of people in there who have no idea who they are, who are just gonna watch them for like, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then fuck off again. Which some might argue if you have enough of those people, that could still be good for your stats, and you would be correct, but at the same time, there's no guarantee how many people are gonna scroll past your stream in that way. If anything, what I'm worried about with this change is that it's gonna be a, like, rich get richer type of deal, because when you scroll through streams, it's just gonna show up a bunch of, like, partnered accounts and, like, accounts that have a bunch of viewers, and the streamers that have no viewers will get no new viewers from this change. Basically, it's a change just made for the biggest streamers. That's what I'm worried about. I would love to be proven wrong on this, but that's just how I feel this is going to go. Subscribe if you want more rant.
On my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move